So I've had my YouTube channel for over 2 years now, which is quite a while, and throughout that time I've learned a few new things, from making better thumbnails to making better videos. But one thing that I think has grown the most, one of my skills that has grown the most, it's definitely been my mock building skills. If you look at some of my older stuff compared to some of my newer stuff, a lot of the newer stuff is a lot better, and today I'm going to be seeing how much better by rebuilding one of my earliest mocks I ever made, the Mandalorian Heist mock. Don't remember if that's actually what I named it, but that's what I'm going to be rebuilding. So anyways, let's hop right into that. First of all, I need to get a few rules set. So the first thing I wanted to do was make it a lot bigger than the first one. The second thing I wanted to do was add a lot more detail, and I mean a lot more detail. And finally, the third final thing I wanted to do was I wanted to try to keep it as similar as possible to the original one I made. However, I of course took a few liberties here. So finally, here is the finished product. This mock is honestly maybe one of my favorite mocks I've ever built. It's definitely not the best mock I've ever built, but compared to the original mock that I built, it's a lot better. I've definitely grown in skills quite a bit from in between 2 years. So I tried to keep this mock as similar as possible. However, I did want to change up a few things. However, here's what I kept it. I made sure to include the cliffside. However, this time, instead of the Mandalorian climbing up it, he now has a jetpack, so it kind of makes more sense for him to be flying up there. I also kept the little watery area, but of course I added a bunch more detail. I added some waves and stuff, and just all the detail that you need, I guess. And I also decided, since he's taking on a much bigger pack of stormtroopers, I decided I might as well give him a few people to help him out. So I brought in Bo-Katan and the Mandalorian Loyalist, who both, of course, were in the Mandalorian Season 2. Anyways, though, this is the outside of the mock. I'm going to start down here, and I'll kind of work my way up. So, of course, I already talked about the waves and everything that I added, but I also added a bunch more detail to a sandy area. Now, this wasn't in my previous mock. However, it kind of felt empty without that, and it kind of also fills in a little bit more space. It kind of gives it a beachy feeling, which is kind of cool. I also went and added in a plant over here on this side, just to kind of add in a little bit more detail to the main build, and just liven it up a little bit, because a lot of tan and gray kind of gets a little boring. Anyways, looking at the cliffside, it's definitely a lot more consistent than the last mock that I built, where I kind of had the light gray and dark gray both on the cliff. I tried to keep it one color this time, and that way it looked a little bit better when the platform was also one color, and they're both a different gray color, so it kind of makes more sense. Anyways, though, I'm going to go ahead and take these guys off so that we can get a little... Actually, yeah, I'm going to take these two off so we can get a little bit better of a look. Now, you can see the Mandalorian is shooting at something, and he is shooting at... and you can see it kind of exploded a little bit. There's a little fire thing I built right there, just out of a few fiery, translucent orange, yellow, and red pieces, as well as that larger fire piece. And of course, that explosion has knocked this stormtrooper off the front of the build, and this guy's falling backwards from the explosion. I also added these little pillar things as kind of railing to keep the stormtroopers on. And I don't have any on this side or that side, but I kind of imagine this to this is definitely, if this were in universe, this would be a lot bigger than the actual mock is. So I kind of imagine these two sides extending off a little bit more into some more sword space. Now, of course, this isn't completely custom, as I did include the 2021 TIE Fighter. However, it just kind of felt like I needed something there, and I did actually, if we look at it, we'll get a closer look at that when we look at the back of it, but there is a little tube giving it some more gas. We, of course, have a lot of stormtroopers up here as well. This guy's been shot, of course, and we have a few more just there. This one's manning a cannon. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and look at the back, which is where it gets a lot more interesting. So here on the back, we're going to start looking at the top. We, of course, have some crates here. Try to add as many crates as possible to kind of make it feel like a little storage shed. And also, now that we're kind of moving the camera around, you can see that there is a stormtrooper coming out of the bunker, I guess, which we'll look at the bunker very soon. But yeah, I also added this little gas thing for the TIE Fighter, and then there's just a bunch of crates everywhere. There's not much on the top up here. However, if we go ahead and look at the bottom, the underground little area, the bunker, this is where things get a little bit more cool, a little bit more interesting, and this is where I definitely put in a lot of work. And you can't really see a lot from right here, so I'm going to go ahead and take off the roof so that we can see that a little bit better. So now that we have the roof removed, we can see a little bit better in here. We're going to start over on this right side, and as you can see, there is a little bit of a ladder that this stormtrooper is climbing up right now. And we also have the TIE Fighter pilot right here that I added in. He's kind of running to go help out with the battle. He was kind of resting after his ship is being refueled, but now he has to go up and help fight off the Mandalorian. And then I have this little table here, which has some weapons and a little Beskar piece there. Maybe that's what the Mandalorian is after. And then in the back there, we have a little weapon rack. We have a few bigger weapons and the smaller weapons, which are guarded. And then finally, we have our little officer over here on the left side, and he has a little hologram table right here. And then back in the back there, it's kind of a little bit hard to see, but I kind of added in, it's supposed to be like a little table thing. It's kind of showing those red dots are supposed to be the Mandalorian and the others attacking, and it's kind of showing that there is some enemies approaching. And of course, if we remove him, there's also a little satellite there to help kind of show that. But yeah, that's basically it for the inside. So anyways, let's go ahead and look at the outside one more time and end off this review. Alright, so yeah, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this mock video. I'm really happy with how this mock turned out. I think it's definitely a lot better than the original mock that I made 2 years ago. But yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to change up my mock videos a little bit more and make them a little bit more interesting. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. And make sure to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. And then one more thing before I end off, I just want to say, next week for my mock video, I'm actually going to be taking a look at some of the best mocks from the LEGO community from this month. So it's going to not be my own mock, but I'm going to still be making a mock related video. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.